And do you think it's time for the church to change? I mean, we've been kind of doing the same song and dance for forever. Is it time for something new? Hey, heads up, this is actually part 2 of a video that I previously released called Whether or Not We Need the Church Anymore. Is the church necessary anymore? And if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it first and then come back and watch this one because they work together. Now, we aren't going to spend a lot of time talking about church history. That's another subject for another day. And to be honest, I don't think that's really what you're here for. But when it comes to the history of the church, the Christian church, the purpose of it was to establish a doctrine that was aligned with this new way, the way of Jesus, this Nazarene sect, they called it. And it was also a place where they could begin to grow the mission of Jesus and however that looks like in their community. It was also a place where individuals who were dealing with political unrest, who were dealing with political tyranny, because Christians were not welcome under the Roman Empire. If you remember, they killed Jesus. It was not really a safe thing to be a Christian. And they came together to help support one another underground, the way that many Christians do around the world today in areas where it is not okay to be a Christian. Purpose of the church is to offer support, to offer community, but also the purpose of the church is to be a representation of God's love. Jesus says that how you love people is how they will know that you are my followers. I think we forget that verse and we just focus on the hating and the judging and the criticizing. The other thing that the church is supposed to be is, I think, a hospital. Not necessarily a literal hospital, but a hospital, meaning like a place where people can come to get better, a place where people can come for help. Maybe you're a woman who has been abused, you're in an abusive relationship. The church should be a place of salvation for you. The church should be the social programs that we want so badly for the government to have. That is my opinion. You can disagree with me, but I really feel like that's what the church should be doing. The church should be should be practicing what it's preaching. In modern day Christianity, the church has become this cozy little living room where we come and we get our coffee and we get told, to be frank, depending on which church you go to, self-help Christianity. It's how can I have Jesus help me, but I don't necessarily want to invest into God. I need God when we use God like a vending machine. We tap the button when we need him and we want him to help us, but we don't really want to take it much further than that. Our lives are too busy, and to follow Jesus is difficult. At least it should be difficult, and we just make it about us. Now it's your turn. What do you wish to see for a church to be more purposeful? What do you wish churches did more of? What would you like to see them change about how they conduct their business? And do you think it's time for the church to change? I mean, we've been kind of doing the same song and dance for forever. Is it time for something new? Is it time for church to look different? What do you think about that? Do you have any thoughts? If so, comment down below. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. If this video resonated with you, will you do me a favor? Will you hit the like button and then subscribe to this channel? Because by you subscribing to this channel, then we can affirm and confirm the people that are like us, that are feeling disenfranchised by the church, and we need each other. We need each other now more than ever. We need to know that we are not the only people that feel this way, and I am confident that we are not the only people that feel this way. Also, if you hit the little doorbell, the bell button, I can deliver these goodies straight to you, and you can be notified whenever you have a package, me, hi, delivered to your YouTube door. Okay, thanks for watching.